What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. So today, guys, we are about to be officially meal prepping. So on the menu today, we're gonna have sweet potatoes, ground beef, rest of ground. I ain't gonna take it out the refrigerator yet. Ground beef, and yeah, some vegetables on the side. So I don't know if I'm gonna boil the vegetables. I'm gonna put them in the oven with the sweet potatoes. So boom, we got these fat sweet potatoes. You get what I'm saying? That I'm going to, I think that, you know, these, why they look like that? Look how they looking, y'all. They look extremely rough. So we're going to rinse these off. We're going to, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 blah. So the rest of this video, I'm probably just going to give you guys a voiceover or whatever, because of the simple fact of it's going to be a lot of work. I already see it. I already can tell because, you know, sweet potatoes, they're hard to cut. So, yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to my channel. Yeah. Okay. Alright guys, so I'm going to start off by rinsing off my sweet potatoes, and then I'm going to start chopping them up. And y'all, these some big old sweet potatoes. I ain't even gonna tell no lie. Like, I had to cut off, you know what I'm saying, the bottoms and cut off the little ugly pieces on the side and stuff like that right there. Even though I ended up not even needing to do that, but you know, I just did it for presentation purposes. I don't like looking at that while I'm eating my foods or whatever. Y'all see I'm trying to cut her down. We gonna have to end up coming back when I'm finished. But these two big old sweet potatoes literally made a tray full of sweet potatoes for my meal prep. And honestly, that's all I really probably would have needed, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to be big back and, you know, just do a variety and do, you know, different things. So with the leftover sweet potatoes, y'all gonna see what I do with that as well. So as I struggle to get these potatoes, you know what I'm saying, cut up or whatever, yeah, so y'all, the reason why I'm doing sweet potatoes, ground beef, and broccoli is because I've been seeing it all over TikTok, like, and it's just like, yeah, they saying that it's supposed to be high in protein, it's supposed to be lean, it's supposed to be good for you, it's supposed to help you lose weight, it's supposed to help you get rid of that stomach, and baby, don't I know it. So do y'all see that onion, bro? I have to literally start, this is why I need to start meal prepping and start actually eating the food that I buy from the grocery store, because y'all know how it is. You buy food, you don't feel like cooking, then you eating out, fall into temptation. So I'm gonna start meal prepping a couple times of the week. You know, I'm not gonna do everything in one day so I won't be burnt out, but a couple times of the week, like maybe twice a week, I'm going to start like meal prepping all my meals, my breakfast. I didn't do breakfast in this video, which I realized at the last minute, but this took about like an hour to 2 hours to do, because the prep, and I wanted my onions different sizes, and I had to cut up this, had to cut up the avocado, had to cut up the onions, all that. So I couldn't use my cutter this time because of that reason. So I had to make it do what I do, baby, and it actually made the process longer. But I'm actually glad that I did cut them up, because I did like to have that extra crunch, that extra, like from the tomatoes, from the onions, from the avocados, you know, mixed with the ground beef and stuff to give it flavor and stuff. So yeah. It wouldn't just be me, you know what I'm saying, eating just plain, you know what I'm saying, because people are saying like, oh, this is cane corso food, this is food for the dogs, and all this extra stuff. Like, girl, do you want to lose weight or not? But yeah, and I had to use these little tomatoes anyway, because I felt like they was going to start going bad if I didn't use them. So hence why I just went ahead on and, you know, chopped them up, yeah. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to be doing my whole tomatoes. I'm going to be poking holes in them and just wrapping them, in aluminum foil. And that is it. We're going to stick them boys in the oven. And then I think I put it on like 30, 45 minutes for on 400 degrees or whatever. So now that I have my cut up ones, y'all can't believe that came from 2 potatoes, y'all. Literally 2 potatoes. That is insane. So I sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on there, and I put a little bit of butter. I should have did non-salted butter. I do have some non-salted butter. I could have used it, but it wasn't open. I wasn't finna open it just for you anyway. The butter was already open, so I used to put that over. Listen, but so I was just so shocked, So after I put the little pieces of butter on there, then I stick that bad boy in the oven. Then I'm going to work on my Brussels sprouts and my other sweet potatoes, my whole sweet potatoes, and I'm going to put them in the oven as well. Guys, I literally thought I was recording and I wasn't recording. I recorded the whole process. I thought I recorded the whole process of me assembling everything and all this extra stuff. So yes, I cooked the ground beef with a little onion and a little seasoning, you know what I'm saying, no salt or whatever. So this is how my meal prep's looking or whatever. I know it look a little skimp, but I try to do like 1 scoop of everything and then like 2 to 3 potato wedges, or I would do a whole potato or whatever, and I would do either broccoli or Brussels sprouts. Y'all, put your Brussels sprouts in the oven. I'm telling you right now, it's a game changer with a little olive oil and a little seasoning. Yeah, that's what you need, stinker. That's what you need. So with the leftover ingredients, because I had some leftover sides, so I just decided to make like mini like snack bowls, like throughout the day, like maybe for lunch or something like that I could pair with maybe a bowl of fruit, or I could just eat it by itself with a protein shake or something like that, or I could eat it for breakfast. You never know, So yeah, I made sure I use my ingredients wisely, and I made use of all of my ingredients. That's very important when you meal prepping. You might say, oh, I got some stuff left over, what I'm gonna do with it? Shoot, eat it as a snack one day by itself. There's nothing wrong with that. So now that I got all my containers filled or whatever, I'm just going to put the lids on there, and then I'm going to put them in the refrigerator. And y'all, by the time I done make this video, I already done went through 2 plates, which is insane. When I was making this video, I actually haven't had a meal all day, which is crazy because, you know, ever since I started back working out and stuff, my appetite has been it's been gone, which is a good thing. So yeah, this is all the stuff that's going to go in the refrigerator. Stay tuned for the next one. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe. See ya.